Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Thursday, August 7th. We've got a cold front coming through today, so it's going to be pretty breezy out there. That's going to lead to some critical fire weather conditions in some areas, even though humidity is coming up a little bit today compared to past days. There's also some showers and thunderstorms heading through here through at least tomorrow morning. The best chance will be over the Central Mountains and in the Eastern Highlands as well. And finally, it's going to be pretty cool compared to where we have been and what should be this time of year. Highs in some areas on Friday and Saturday, not making it under the 70s. Satellite shows our system starting to work through the area. We already have a little band of mid level cloud covered this morning moving through. We even had some lightning up near Oneida Pass overnight. That'll lift to the north and to the east. Our system itself is farther north. That's why we're expecting really the only real potential for showers and storms is across our northern areas, extending a little farther south late tonight and tomorrow morning into the highlands. Otherwise, it's going to be dry weather until we get to the middle part of next week. Our weather risk outlook actually shows that we do have some moderate to major conditions, mainly for our fire weather side of things, with thunderstorms, wind, and RH conditions across the area. So, certainly something to be aware of. Now, these storms, not looking at some really high wind potential with storms today, just some thunderstorms, maybe producing a little bit of rain up in the central mountains. That's where they're up into Montana is a little better chance of seeing a little bit of a decent rainfall issue with some of these storms. Otherwise, for tomorrow, we have some lingering wind in RH and some thunderstorm issues, but weekend, early part of next week, no impacts really expected on our weather, and it's going to remain on the cool side as we go through that period as well. So, looking at how things are going to progress today, you'll notice we've had that a little bit of mid-level cloud cover and those thunderstorms that were near Oneida. That continues to shift off into central Montana during the morning hours. We might see a little bit more Virga later this morning into this early afternoon over the central mountains, but that's when we start to see the showers and thunderstorms, the potential for lightning developing, and the best chance for seeing lightning, basic Stanley, over to around Oneida Pass and Island Park. That's at least through the daytime, afternoon hours anyway. We'll see that shifting north into the east, and a little bit of a potential of an isolated thunderstorm or two developing basically south of Pocatello and moving up east of I-15, maybe along I-15 once you get north of Idaho Falls. That's into tonight. That trend continues overnight into tomorrow morning. We might see a few light sprinkles along and east of I-15 again overnight and tomorrow morning. But really, any potential of thunderstorms is over by the time we get to mid-morning over our area. Maybe a shower or thunderstorm trying to settle in up near Lost Trail Pass tomorrow, Friday afternoon, and up to the north of Island Park. But that potential is really, really low, even less than 10%, it looks like, at this particular point. Looking at the rest of the forecast over the next few days, here we are today. It does drop back a little bit. Temperatures in many areas low to mid 90s. We're going to be about 5 to 10 degrees below that today. Humidity is coming up over the central mountains and out to our west, but several areas setting with the humidity around 15 to 25%. And with those strong winds, even with the increase in humidity, that could cause some fire weather issues. And in fact, we may be approaching wind advisory criteria over there. Typical windy Arco Desert and INL area. A good chunk of the area is seeing gusts 25 to 35, 40 plus, again, out around the Arco Desert, the INL area, up towards Du Bois and Spencer. Those winds do decrease a little bit in the evening, but really drop off overnight. I should say not as quickly, but they really do start dropping off overnight. But it'll take a while for those winds to really, really die down, and that won't be until tomorrow morning before they pick up again later in the day. Temperatures for tomorrow, we talked about 70s. Very few places tomorrow get above 80 degrees. Overnight lows tonight in the warm spots in the 40s and 50s, but you get up in the Stanley Basin, Copper Basin area, mid-20s for overnight lows tonight. And it is August, so that's that time of year for that stuff to start happening. But again, temperatures tomorrow much, much cooler than we usually are this time of year. Those gusts for tomorrow and tomorrow evening, the peak will be late tomorrow afternoon to tomorrow evening. 15 to 25 mile an hour gusts, maybe a little bit higher over the Magic Valley, and certainly heading up into the state of Montana. And the air mass is definitely drier across the area tomorrow as well, in the wake of today's cold front and with that system continuing to swing through into the east of our area. Going into Saturday, we do warm up a little bit, but still some 70s for afternoon highs. Overnight low still in the 40s and 50s. The cold spots right around or just below freezing for Friday night, Saturday morning. And you continue to see the trend in the next week. It's not a quick warm up, but we do see some 90s returning. Might be a little bit pushy on those 90s for Monday, but certainly to Tuesday, quite a few high temperatures pushing back into the 90s to that point. And like I said, Wednesday, maybe the earliest we see some showers and thunderstorms over the area, and it's really at this point not a big chance headed our direction. Have a great day and do stay safe out there, everyone.